Keith.
Welcome to the Reseller Island podcast. I believe Keith is muted right now, but we will get that fixed. How's it going, everyone? We are a podcast. We just want to be your background music while you are working. Feel like you guys are on an island with us, hanging out and brushing shoulders with some other full-time and part-time resellers. So how'd reselling go for you guys this week?
You back? Nope.
Still can't hear you, Keith.
For me, I guess while Keith tries to get his stuff together, he was just mentioning he thought his cable was giving him issues. So, reselling for me has slowed down a lot, Jake. Like I am currently looking for another job, trying to get back to 9 to 5 because I don't know what it is. I can't find good items. When I do find, like that golf club buyout, for instance, I come across that. And it sells so fast that now I'm back out trying to find, and source more stuff, but I'm not finding great stuff as often as I need to. So I'm still getting sales every day, and it's kind of steady. It's just not great item selling. So that's my issue. I'm struggling to find the right things to sell while I'm outsourcing. So it's kind of sucks right now. But I'm still grinding, giving it everything I've got, and hopefully things will start to turn around. I know a lot of people talk about summer slowdown. Never experienced it before until this year. But I also, like I said, I'm not sourcing the best items. I can't find the best items. So I don't know if I need to chalk it up to my sourcing or summer slowdown or a combination of the two. But it's been steady, but not great, if that makes sense.
Am I back on audio?
Yeah.
All right, good. I touched my wire, and that always messes everything up. For me, I had a little slowdown, and I changed my strategy. It's something I've avoided doing for years. I was always like sort of the anti-promotion guy because I felt like I sold like a unique enough stuff that there wasn't really competition for it out there. Like maybe only like one of these bobbleheads, like the Redskins bobblehead there. There's only one of them maybe on eBay. So did I need to worry about competition? But what I didn't really think about was like, not only it's about a competition, but about putting it in front of people's eyes who might be looking for it. Right. So I went to a promotion. I did everything across the board in my store, like 5%. So it's not a big number, but that killed it. My store killed it this week.
Yeah.
I was
nice.
like 30, 40 orders a day. I was shipped. I mean, every day I was
there you go.
Mounts of packages. So yeah.
That's killer.
Yeah.
I think everyone thinks that promoted listings is just to get your item at the top when people search. And that is only one of like the many, many facets of promoted listings. So for example, right now, Cooper Flag is the popular basketball player. Once his cards start to get released, a lot of people are going to be typing in Cooper Flag rookie card. But also another function of promoted listings is when you click on that Cooper Flag card and you realize you don't actually want it for that price, but you're a fan of LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, underneath that listing, it's also going to promote to you LeBron James cards. And it's a small chance. I mean, it's not a small chance. It's a smaller chance that you're going to be interested in those cards, but that is just more advertisement on your items. And a lot of Cooper Flag fans are also LeBron and Kobe fans. And they're like, oh yeah, I wasn't expecting to buy one of those today, but I'll pick one up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think like people that are just searching for Eagles, like people will search for an Eagles football memorabilia. And if it has the word memorabilia in their search, they're also going to get shown the jerseys and all the other stuff that you have too. So
it makes sense. Yeah. I was stubborn about it. Never wanted to try it, but it's killed it. And I think a lot of the things, like if I was like sending out offers on my own, I would be setting like a 10% discount. Mostly what I do. And a lot of these promoted sales were coming in full price, not even sending offers. So I'm making 5% more than I would have even if I was doing it via sending offers or running a sale.
So not to sound super rich and arrogant, but I'm learning in my life that there are different buyer demographics, and I am moving into a different today. So we're going on a vacation tomorrow. We'll be back by the time this goes live. But I was at the store and I was buying some toothpaste, and there were options for $2. And I bought the $5 option because it's just better. And my whole life, I've only bought the $2 toothpaste, but now I'm buying the $5 toothpaste because it's It's only $3 more and it's better. And so a lot of people just perceive the higher price as higher quality, even sometimes when it's not. So like people will look up the Cooper Flag sports card, for example, and they'll see a ton of them listed for $3.99, but then they'll see the exact card listed for $7.99, and they'll think that one is better for some reason and buy it. So like when people see that promoted, they think, oh, I don't know if eBay's promoting this or if the seller is, but it says promoted, so it must be good, and it has a price, and so they click on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've promoted my stuff since day one, and I think it was because I watched people like Jake and others who and I don't know what you do now, Jake, but I know Jake used to promote at like 2.8%. So like I was always trying to stay
2.6.
around. Was it 2.6? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to stay around those numbers. And other people I would see say, 3%. Some would say 2, some didn't promote at all, but I've promoted since day one. So I really don't notice a difference like if I go up or down in my promotions. I don't notice any pickup or decrease in sales if I'm playing with the numbers, but I just now I just kind of promote everything across the board the same number. I used to do certain items like golf clubs. Golf clubs are going to sell whether you promote them or not. But I would promote them at 2% instead of say 5 for everything else. But now it's just to make it easier for me when I'm behind the scenes working. I just promote everything at the same number now. So
I feel like the
Makes
most
sense.
popular is 2, 5, and 10%.
yeah,
That's usually what people fall into. I'm actually doing 3.1% right now. But now I've gotten even faster sell through rate items coming in lately, so I think I'm going to go back down to 2.6%, which honestly it's not a big deal. 0.5% is going to save me $50 every $10,000. I'll probably just keep it at 3.1.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can manage.
Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, no, I sucks that things are slowing down for you, Shane. But like things are opposite over here. Things have been going great.
Well, I'll tell you, and I was telling Keith, my sales are going down, but the YouTube video I put out about
Oh
that
yeah.
is for me absolutely killing it. This is the most viewed as far as like watch hours go.
Mm-hmm.
This video has the most watch hours of all time. Um, it's made the most money than any other video I've ever put out. I've gained more subscribers from this video than any other video. Like it's killing it all the way around. It's not the most viewed video I have. I have some with more views, but people are hanging out and actually watching the video, which is
Mm-hmm.
making a huge difference. So it's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean,
Humans want transparency, but that's not even it. People just want negativity. So like when you have
yeah,
that, when
that's
you
a
have
lot
that,
of it.
like
Yeah,
not that you're being negative, but you're just like, oh, sales have been really rough. People want to share that victimhood with, I'm not talking crap on anyone, but that's just a human psychological thing that we all have. It's like, man, my sales are slow. Let me go seek out everyone else that is having slow sales, so I don't make more money, but I feel better about it.
yeah. And the funny thing about that video is, I thought about it. Like, should I do some "woe is me" title and thumbnail and all? And I didn't. I just said I lost my job and started selling full time on eBay. And then the thumbnail was just a picture of me, like kind of my hands this way, and here's numbers and stuff. And I said, here's my numbers for 6 months, something like that. And I didn't even talk about it's not really working out right now, and I'm going to go find a job until the last like 10 minutes of the video, maybe 15 minutes of the video. So, like, people stuck around and saw that part because they wanted to see the numbers. And that's where, that's where I threw in the hey, here's my number. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to be looking for another job.
I'm going to
So
turn off my notifications. I might leave for a second.
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, that's what I thought maybe brought people in, Shane, was the fact that it was sort of like a look back at that the 6 months and how the recap of how you did with that. If people are considering like doing that themselves, or if they happen to, maybe not voluntarily, but if they were forced upon that situation, could they do it? And that was like you recapping it. Here's how you did. I thought that was a good
Yeah. And
bringing
and
people
I
in.
know it's gonna differ for each individual, right? Everybody's situation is gonna be different based on where you live. You know, like if you're out in the sticks like me, and not not even so, like I can drive the furthest point of South Carolina away from me is 3 hours. So I could do that and back in a day and go thrifting, right? And try new areas. But South Carolina itself is such a small state, and I live in the Midlands, which is, one of the cities here, and there's quite a lot of resellers in their area. So I've got a lot more competition than say somebody who lives, I don't know, and maybe not. So say you for instance in Philly, you probably have a lot more resellers up there because there's a lot more people. So maybe that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to say that, but regardless of what it is, it's going to be different for each individual. And for me, I was able to make it for 6 months before I started to struggle, and this is month number 7, and like it's pretty bad. So I said, okay, in order to take care of my bills and my family, I'm going to have to find another job, keep reselling on the side, keep doing everything I can to keep it going, and maybe down the road we can try again. But
Mm-hmm.
you know,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
hopefully,
Keith has a
Yeah.
full time job, so
Yeah.
yeah, and hopefully not forced into it. Like last time I was laid
yeah.
off, so I was like, well, resell, let's try this. But um, in hindsight, I probably should have gotten a job and kept trying to build on the side like I've been doing. But I mean, I enjoyed it. Right, I have no regrets. I enjoyed every minute of it. So it's
No
been fun.
regrets.
And
Yep,
I
not
think you would
even
have
not one letter.
I think you would even like now that you did it full time for a while. I know you're sort of new to reselling in the scheme of things in terms of
Yeah,
like compared to me and some others, right? But I'm sure you've learned a lot about as far as like what's what the target if you have less time to work with, how best you use your time as a part-time reseller when you're working full time again.
yeah, and that's the other thing. Like when I had a job and I was reselling just strictly for extra money, I didn't really care about sell through rate and how fast things were going. So I had a lot of that kind of stuff in the store, right? This will eventually sell, and when it does, it'll be a good profit. But
Yeah.
uh going from having that job to not having one, and all of a sudden I'm full time. Now I got a store full of slow sell through rate stuff, right? That I'm
Yeah.
working with. So I had to try to learn to only pick fast sell through rate items up. And I was able to do that for the first few months, but then I don't know what happened. I just struggle finding stuff. And unless I came across a yard sale or something that had, that golf club buyout, or
Mm-hmm.
I hit Wyatt Sippy hit me up and I bought a bunch of electronics from him. That was all fast sell
The
through rate stuff.
Cheetos, bro.
Yeah, you see that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so lessons learned, and so if it ever happens again, and at least from this point forward, well, since November 15th, 2024 forward, I'm trying to only pick up higher, faster sell through rate items.
I
So
mean, Daily
that's
Refinement would say it all the time that sometimes people go from part time to full time and make less money. Not even per hour, but overall. Because when you have that full time job, you're like, okay, sweet, I only have 3 hours a day, so I'm just gonna like stay dialed in for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Then you become your own boss, and you're like, oh well, I'm gonna go golfing. I'm gonna go get my hair cut midday. I'm gonna play some video games midday. I'm gonna take a longer break, longer breakfast, longer lunch, and then you actually end up working less than you did in those 2 or 3 hours when you were part time.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean
yeah.
So
that
Yeah.
makes sense. I've
yeah,
noticed
Yeah.
myself do that, and I'm sure you guys do too.
Mhm.
You're like, I got an hour to kill. I'll, watch an episode of whatever show it is you like, or whatever. When in all honesty, you should probably be listening or cleaning or whatever it is that needs to be done for the day.
Yeah.
exactly.
So that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, and I'm the example of that when I'm out, like all my downtime, like because I have like every day I know in my mind I got to do this and this and this and work that around my regular job schedule. So I'm in my like car or my van at work eating lunch and like photographing. I had a box of antique books in the van. I was like photographing books, listing them, setting up drafts while I'm eating lunch. So try to like use every second of downtime
Mhm.
to like keep stuff churning.
That's awesome, though.
How
Yeah,
unprofessional is it to eat goldfish on a podcast?
it's not too
Just
bad.
pull the mic right up to your cheek.
Chewing some ice. Yeah.
Dude, I just I don't know why I refused to get a microphone. It's funny. You'd think after making YouTube videos and podcasting as much as I do, like, oh yeah, get a microphone, but
Yours
sounds all right
didn't
without
really
it.
sound that bad. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people who need microphones.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Maybe it's
whatever they're doing isn't working.
It's hard to tell how big your room is. Your room is your room relatively small?
It's like, looks like it's an 11 by 12.
Okay, so that's not tiny.
Yeah.
I'm in a very small room. It's like great acoustically. Plus, I'm surrounded by like so much crap behind me, so it's like great acoustics. But this mic is not super great.
Yeah.
But,
good old microphones.
Yeah. I was talking to maybe Shane might be froze up there. I don't. No, he's not.
No.
No, he's moving. He's slightly
So his lips move. I was talking to Shane before you came in, Jake, about I have a goal in mind to get out of the part of my warehouse by February when the lease is up, because that like the overhead there in right outside the city, my rent is not cheap.
Yeah,
and it's a big space. I'm trying to like get out of that, but that's not like a small undertaking. There's so much stuff in there. So I have a goal to do that, and I might make a YouTube series about that process. Probably gonna be like how I'm failing at that process, but
no, that'd be a great YouTube series.
Yeah,
live sell a lot of it. Get Philly Flipper over there to live sell some of it for you. And...
Yeah, we're scheduled with Paul Philly Flipper on the second week of August. He's coming for a full week. We're gonna I think we'll run through a lot of stuff, but even he won't be able to run through it all. So I might do like 12-hour Didbit streams from there, or 12-hour wherever, and a lot of it I'm going to try to bulk sell too. A lot of the bats. I mean, I have like 2,000 bats in there that you can't live stream them.
How many square feet is your warehouse again?
It's like a little under 4,000.
Sheesh, that's huge.
There's two halves. The one, it's like one is a quarter of the size and the other is 3/4. I was going to keep the quarter portion. If there's like they're conjoined, so I was going to try to keep the smaller one and get rid of the bigger one.
Is it a flex space, like just an office and warehouse, or does it have like a front welcoming place?
Nah, there's no welcome. It's industrial. It's actually in the complex of the front part of the complex is a BJ's.
Oh, nice.
So, and then the whole back is all like small businesses. There's like a guy who sells nothing but pallets. It looks pretty cool. You guys
what's BJ's where you're at? BJ's here is like a breakfast store.
Oh, I'm sorry. BJ's is like a Costco, Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we have one down here in Charleston, and that's the only one I know of in the state. But I've seen them. I used to travel all the time. I've seen them all over the place.
Oh, I didn't realize they weren't nationwide. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, and BJ's is a breakfast restaurant here. I remember in high school just posting on Instagram a picture of me at BJ's and like nothing better than a morning BJ.
True statement.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, we have a restaurant here called BJ's also, but it's a steakhouse.
Yeah, I've heard of that one too.
Yeah, that one I've never seen another one, but it is a chain.
I went to it in Columbus, and I think I went to one in Vegas too. I think they have like specialty root beers, right?
I don't know. I've never been.
Oh, I think it is. Someone will let us know.
It's on a part of town we only go to. It's like the shopping district or one of the shopping districts, and I try to stay away from there unless I absolutely have to go. The traffic's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. All year round.
Yeah, I mean, things have been growing great. So we're doing really well today. It's noon 30 where I live, and we're at $715.03 on eBay today. Just things are rolling. I think we might hit close to 2,000 today.
Nice, that's killer.
Yeah,
I'm not anywhere near that, and won't be.
Let's see. So I have 11 sales. 1, 2, 3, 4 are Airpods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are cameras, and then 1 golf club.
Nice.
So, cameras and Airpods, man, living the dream. Dude, my return rate, I've been testing them very well, and my return rate on cameras is under 5% right now, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's killer.
Usually my return rate on cameras is like 9%, sometimes even double digits. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
because it
can't beat
sucks
it.
to sell a camera for $240 and then get it returned.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
It's awful.
Absolutely.
I'm having the AirPods. Do AirPods like not function very often? They seem like they're
Yeah.
pretty
So
sturdy.
like this is a whole bag. I got like 100 of these. All of these ones don't work. So
Oh really?
but they sell for like $8 a piece broken in a lot on eBay. So I still got like $150 right here in my hand that I'll just
Oh,
list as a lot on eBay. And then the ones that work sell between 25 and 70 depending on the generation.
interesting. Because I know
Yeah.
I've left mine in my pocket. They've been washed and
Yeah.
they've dropped thousands of times. They always still work. So I was curious.
Yeah, sometimes they'll be very low volume, sometimes they'll be static, and then sometimes they just won't charge or pair. But the ones that don't charge, you can actually get even a few more dollars out of because all you do is you just take it apart and put in a new battery. And there's
Oh,
guys that make a full-time living just buying AirPods, repairing them, and then selling them on eBay and Amazon and stuff.
interesting. I need to,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to take them apart. I'm sure there's ways to do everything.
Yeah, you just need a little kit ski and take care of business. Yeah, good
Yeah.
old AirPods and cameras.
And
I
by the
have a
way,
pair of
go ahead,
sorry,
Shane. No, you go,
I
Shane.
have I have a pair of Skull Candy headphones similar to
Mm-hmm.
AirPods. They come, a little case and all. And they're my personal ones I had, gosh, years ago, and I just found them in a drawer. I was cleaning out my dresser, and I was like, oh, I could probably sell these for 20-25 bucks or something. They're good headphones, or they were. They just weren't comfortable for me. I have to have the over the ear ones.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but anyways, so I go to plug them in to charge them up, and the charging light on the case started for a minute, and then it
Yep.
stopped. And I don't know, this was the old USB C, not the U or the USB, the little micro or whatever, not the newer USB C ones.
Not
So I
that
don't
one.
know if it's my similar to that. But I don't know if it's my cable or if it's the actual head. I have a feeling it's the cable because the headphones have just been sitting in that drawer, um, not damaged or anything. But
So
I
this
gotta
is
figure it out.
Microsoft Surface Edge headphones. These
Hmm.
are really expensive. They sell for like 200 in used condition, but these ones won't pair. Sucks. I
Oh,
tried charging it like 4 different times, and it blinks that it's charging, but then once you try to pair it to a phone, it just will not. So you're gonna have to sell them for parts.
It sucks.
But I still think this will sell for like 40, $50 just as parts because they can fix them and then sell them for 250,
Yeah, for sure.
which is pretty dope. The economy of resellers, man.
so you bought all the AirPods in like a bulk buy, right? From like you said the recycler, or was that a
Yeah, I get them
different
from casinos, e-waste recyclers, and from eBay. But
casinos?
it's hard to get them on eBay just because there are guys that are willing to buy them broken and fix them.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like they'll pay up to like $18 per unit because they can just fix it and sell it for 45. And if they're broken, I lose money on that. So, but every once in a while, a decent lot will slip through the cracks, and I'll get them for like $3 a unit. Pretty sweet.
Nice. How does a casino get them? Just like lost and found, like a
Yep.
cleaning lady to keep them? Okay.
Yeah, lost and found, and then most casinos have a huge hotel attached to it. So
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
and
it's
those
pretty sweet.
those little things get lost
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
quickly.
and then you can buy watches, you can buy sunglasses, you can buy everything as long as they don't have someone currently buying, or if you're willing to beat out the prices of someone that's currently buying.
Hmm.
But it's
Nice.
hard, dude. Like people ask me every single live show I do. I did a Q&A before this. Every single live Q&A, I get asked like 7 or 8 times how to buy from casinos and hotels, and it's just not. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do. It's just
Yeah,
so
you
hard.
just gotta ask, right?
Yeah, you gotta ask.
Yes, yes
You
or
gotta
no.
choke your way all the way to a C-level officer and try to make a deal with them. And they are working 97 hours a week and are productive 96 and a half hours. So it's like they don't have time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
You know what I was always intrigued by, and I never bought any of it, but those there were used to be auctions of like customs, like seizure, like where they would seize
Yeah,
like you see them like 100 pounds of scissors or 100 pounds of knives or
pocket knives. Yeah, that's the
yeah,
TSA. That's the
TSA. Yeah.
most common one is pocket knives and stuff.
Have you guys ever like
Yeah,
looked at them?
Yeah, I bought those.
Have you?
I haven't, but a buddy of mine does. So One Thrifty Mom,
Yeah,
Kristen.
Mhm.
Her dad
she's great.
Jimmy. Yeah, she's awesome. Her dad Jimmy buys TSA auctions, and I went to his yard sale. It was 2 weekends ago because I went camping last weekend. So the weekend before, um, I went to his yard sale, and he had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pocket knives and just all kinds of stuff like that. I only bought golf clubs from him. I sold one of them yesterday for $60, but he sold me a handful of golf clubs for $20, and he had so much of that stuff. But that's what he even listed in his advertisement for his yard sale on Facebook Marketplace and all. And he said, reseller welcome, blah blah blah, and it was TSA auctions, and he listed all this stuff, and he just had thousands and thousands of items for sale at his yard sale. I was there probably a good hour, and I'm never at a yard sale that long. He just had so much stuff; it was
That's
insane.
dope.
That's cool to
Yeah,
dig through. Yeah.
Yeah,
we had
it's
a
just
lot of
getting
people
harder
there.
and harder to make those deals with airports and casinos and stuff like that. Just because
Yeah,
a lot of people are doing what we're doing,
Yeah.
and it's those who open their mouth and make contacts that retire early and make a crap ton of money in this thing.
that's true.
Because yeah, like going to yard sales and thrift stores, I was able to self-sustain for 3 years, and it's great. But the average person just can't rely on going to a thrift store or yard sales and making a full-time living. You have to get outside sources shipping stuff to you or things like that, and that's a really really hard skill to learn and acquire and to use. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm gonna make a video on this. I haven't been to a thrift store in over 2 weeks. I
Oh
used to
wow.
get like over 80%, not 80, like 70% of my items from thrift stores. I have AirPods, cameras, and eyeglasses shipped to me almost daily. So haven't left the house. I mean, I've left the house, but haven't need to leave the house for sourcing in over 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It is. It's pretty dope. I need to charge my phone.
Keith, it's going to be a little off topic for this podcast, I guess, but Super Break super products,
Mhm.
they're on Whatnot now,
Really?
and yeah, so I've got an account with them. I've got an affiliate link, all that kind of stuff. But I get notified of just cool things they're doing, and I got notified yesterday they were going live on Whatnot and doing I forget what they call it. It's like fun giveaway, but you remember that mystery box I bought into, and I got that wheel spin, and I won a whole bunch of free products. They sent me like over 1,000. I was only supposed to get 300, so hopefully they were just being cool and it wasn't
Yeah.
accidental. But in my video on that channel, you even hear the dude say, "Man, you've been a supporter of us for a long time," blah blah blah. So I want to say they hooked me up, but anyways, they did a similar situation where they sold 18 cases of that mystery box. So
Oh
a
wow.
3-box case, I think it was. And then those 18 people got on the wheel spin. So they did it live on Whatnot, but they were also giving away stuff to the chat. People were winning. They had one. I think one person won 5 cases of something. I forget what
That's
it was,
insane.
but
Yeah.
they were giving stuff away left and right in there, dude. It was insane. And like I won $300 on my wheel spin. I didn't see anybody get less than $500. Like
Dang.
people were hitting big stuff, $1,000. Case after case was given away. Like they were giving stuff away
How
like
many people were
crazy.
in that show? A few thousand?
No, there was only like 30 or 40 people in there when I was in
30 or
there, but
40? Yeah, that's insane.
I think it's a
And they
small
were giving
niche,
away
right?
tens of thousands
yeah,
of dollars of products to 40 people.
yeah. Well,
That's insane.
it's not like it's Tops or Bowman, or I
Yeah.
guess those are the same, aren't they? But so they don't have the
Tops and Bowmans,
following
yeah.
yet, but I think it's a fairly new Whatnot channel for them too. I think
Yeah.
it's something they're just starting out. So I believe only people who got the email, like I did, because it was sent to me in an email and said, "Hey, we're going live on Whatnot." Those are probably the only people who were there.
Yeah. Well, speaking of
Yeah.
that, shout out to Tony's Retros Plus. Tony's Retro Plus. He's here on YouTube. He sells live on First Class Treasures every Wednesday, and he was selling some sealed Pokemon, and I won one of the auctions. It's the Zapdos EX like 151 sealed set or whatever. I'm going to be giving that away on July 18th on First Class Treasures. So
Nice.
Nice.
First
Definitely
Class
tune in for
Treasures
that.
has been growing
It's
crazy.
growing like crazy. My
Yeah,
phone's
no,
been
we're gonna
blowing
pass
up.
DibDit threads by the time this goes live on Monday. So suck it, suck it.
I haven't looked at the numbers of threads and what is your count at on
I think we're at 1925 or something.
okay. I
So
gotta be
just under 2,000.
did the cards and first class treasures are pretty close, right?
So
You gotta be
I passed DibDit cards and I got like 150 member lead, but then they must have done some sort of big video or something, and we were tied at 1880 for like a few hours, but then I posted a video and got like 40 new members just from that video. So
well, they're doing a giveaway of and maybe that's why they've started to climb more. They're giving away a Donruss Optic retail box, which is like $150 box
yeah,
to one of the members once they get to 2,000 members.
yeah,
So it's like that probably helped a lot growing it. And then Gary
Yeah.
V is going to be on there, which is going to help even a lot more.
with Rod, yeah, that's dope.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the whole place is growing. I mean, the district is awesome.
I can
Yeah.
always tell when Jake goes live on YouTube because my phone starts blowing up with so and so joined First
Yeah.
Class Treasures. So and so.
Yeah.
It's like one after the other, and I'm like, "Ah, Jake's live on YouTube right now." Because
Yep. Or I just posted a YouTube video that's doing well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I posted a video yesterday. It's 1 out of 10, which is awesome, and it's driven I think like 45 just from that one video.
Nice. Nice.
Because it's
yeah,
awesome.
that's
It's like, yeah, we're only 20 behind the threads. We might pass them today. But yeah, it's really an incredible place to source for resellers, and an incredible place for resellers like you that have too much stuff to get rid
Yeah.
of items at a decent margin and get rid of a ton of it. So
Yeah.
a lot of people coming over, they watch my what sold videos and they see like, oh, I bought this Coach bag for $8 and sold it for 60. And people are like, oh, I want to get in on that. And it's going really well for a lot of people. A lot of people are like, yeah, dude, I'm like Shane, you're saying you're struggling to find some items. A lot of items you can get pretty cheap on First Class Treasures and whatnot and things like that.
yeah. I've bought a
Yeah.
ton from First Class Treasures, dibbed it, of course. Whatnot. I don't do much on Whatnot anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to get back on there. I tried to do a show last night. I was trying to set up a show, and
You're going live
I was
tonight,
like,
right?
I don't remember. I need to look.
Yeah,
I'll look
it shows you're going live tonight at like 9 p.m. Eastern or something.
Okay. Yeah, I'll double check.
You said
But
sure.
well,
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
I was planning to do it do a show at 7 yesterday, and then I saw Archie and Alex had booked a 2-hour slot, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Ah, crap." So I canceled it or whatever. But then Grams and Pops are doing their Christmas in
Christmas in
July
July.
stuff. So I scheduled a show last night for 7 to do nothing but Christmas ornaments. And because I have tons of that stuff, all that laser engraved stuff that I got, tons of Christmas and stuff that are like handmade laser cut and all this stuff. Really cool ornaments. And I was like, I'll get on there and enjoy the festivities. But Lindsay usually is off of work by 4 o'clock. Her office area is where I do my live selling shows from. They had an emergency where she ended up getting on a conference call at like 3:30 and didn't get off till 10 last night. So
Holy cow!
her whole office was like going nuts. So I don't know what happened, what was going on exactly. I know a little bit because I
mean,
overheard
she
some
got
of it.
rehired back with the telephone service, right?
Yeah, so we both got laid off from the Lexington, South Carolina office, and then um thankfully because
They brought her back on.
I know a lot of people in the Charlotte office because that's where I started with this company was in Charlotte. So we got her a transfer. So she works for Charlotte office, but they don't make her come to the office. She gets to work from home remotely. So, but something happened and she was on this conference call and that, like I said, it's her office and they were like going nuts in there on this call. So like it got closer to 7. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bump to 9 because which was the next free spot, and then it got closer to 9, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna cancel my show. So trying to get that one done, trying to get one done on First Class Treasures because I got some pretty cool stuff for First Class Treasures. So I'm anxious to get that show going.
Egg slicers. Just kidding.
Egg slicers, gold watches.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if I'm gonna have them in the show tonight because I probably need to clean some of that stuff. Maybe not, 'cause since it's live selling, people don't
Well,
really care about that.
Tony's Retro Plus, he got a Tag Heuer watch that's
Yep.
worth like $600, and he has a watch friend, so he went and he got it cleaned and a new battery and stuff, and he's just gonna run it for $2 on First Class.
Heck yeah.
I'm sure it'll go for at least. I hope it goes for like at least 250 or 300. Cause it's a really nice watch.
Yeah.
But he does really well. His average sales price on his show yesterday, I think, was like 70, not 7. I think like $62. So
is he the guy that sold that big Pokemon show? Is that the same guy?
Yeah, he did. He does Pokemon and purses and jewelry and stuff.
Okay, because there was like a Friday night show that was like a 3-hour. Huge
No, that's
Pokemon.
John. That's the Michigan reseller.
Oh, okay.
His shows are insane, dude. I think his last show, I think he did $8,900 on First Class. It was awesome.
That was the Pokemon show?
It was Pokemon and NES
video game stuff.
Sealed, I was like Switch games and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that. I was streaming at the same time, but that was I heard that was a good one.
He says he's going to try to go like twice a month. He's hoping to do weekly, but he's an awesome dad, so he's always hanging out with his kids and running around doing stuff with them. So I'm like, yeah, man, no, you do what's best for your business and family, man. If you sell here once a year or once a month, I'm here for it. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's cool. We had a camping trip this past weekend for 4th of July. We left Thursday, came back Monday, and my stepson and my son both came and hung out for the weekend, and we never get to see those two at the same time. They're
that's cool.
25 and 28 years old. They're doing their own things, but they both love to fish, and we were on a lake, so they both come and hung out for the whole weekend. Man, it was a lot of fun. Getting to hang out with both of them at the same time. My daughter didn't come, but a little warm out there for her and my grandson.
Dude, it's been hot. It's been really hot.
Yeah. I was telling Keith before the show, we've been in the upper 90s where the heat index has been around 110 every day. And yesterday we got a notification. It said cooler temperatures over the next 3 days, and it's still like in the 90s with the heat index of 100.
Yeah, I felt like it was because in St. George it would be like 109, heat index 117, and now here it's like 96, heat index 102, and I'm like, holy cow, this 102 feels worse than 117 for some reason. Oh man.
Yeah, and it's so humid down here. It's just miserable. And it rains. I swear it rains every day. Yesterday was real bad. We had some pretty nasty storms come through.
It has not. It's like usually up here in northern Utah, it rains pretty decent 3 or 5 times a month during the summer. It's only rained like twice this whole summer. We're pretty dry up here right now.
How about that flood in Texas, man?
Oh, dude, that's
terrible.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah.
I was watching that. That happened while we were on the camping trip, and like
dude,
everybody's phones all day were just going off with updates. It was nuts.
Dude, I'm not even a father yet, and I just can't even imagine just losing my daughter to a flood during a really awesome girls' camp that she was probably really excited about. Oh, dude, that sounds so awful.
It's terrible. My heart goes out to all those people, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's wild. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
extreme acts of weather are just insane. Honestly, I don't know how humanity has like made it to this point with ice ages and volcanoes and hurricanes and stuff.
Right.
But
Yeah.
we keep trugging along.
Yeah. Perseverance.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
so Ace Bailey is looking great, man. I know not a lot of people care about basketball except for Shane.
Yeah,
But
it's my favorite. I
Yeah.
love it.
dude, everyone's like the media, man, I haven't been on the podcast for like 3 weeks. I got a lot of stuff to backtrack about. I'll talk about a little more reselling stuff first. I went to did I talk about this the last time I was on? I found a like $2,500 gold watch from 1894.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Do you remember
25
that,
cents
Keith?
from
Maybe
I
it
don't
wasn't on
remember
the
that.
podcast, but I remember the conversation being had.
I do
Yeah.
recall it. Maybe it might have been on First Class Treasure. I don't know. I remember hearing it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
insane, man. It's so cool. I just have it here in our safe bolted to the ground. I think we're just gonna hold on to it, maybe give it to our first daughter for graduation or something. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Do you guys ever sell just gold, silver to like? There's a lot of like, I guess they're scrappers in my antique market where people just sell them gold and silver. Do you guys ever? I mean, not something like that that has inherent value. It all has inherent value, but have you guys ever sold to those kind of people?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Yeah.
I found a gold bracelet that was unbranded. I've never found an unbranded. It's like, dude, if you're gonna make such a high quality piece, why not put your brand on it?
Right.
But it was 18 karat, so it was on the finer side of gold, and it weighed, I can't remember, I think like 7 grams. So I just went to a coin shop and they just like said, okay, here's the current rate per gram. We'll give you 85% of that. I'm like, yeah, run it. So
yeah.
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna do
I
that
never
this
have,
weekend.
but I don't find it enough. But
there's
I
sorry,
inherited a bunch of jewelry.
during
And
COVID, people like pawn shops and stuff were paying like 120% for. So like, if a gram was worth, I mean, an ounce is worth like $3,000 right now. If you went in during COVID and it was worth 3,000, they were paying like 3,400 per ounce, just because like they just were trying to hoard it and stuff. So as well.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
just
Something.
something about jewelry.
Yep.
Yeah, I inherited a lot of Lindsay's grandmother's jewelry recently when she passed away, and a lot of it's gold and silver, and a lot of it is like there's 2 gold watches, 10 karat gold, nothing crazy, but lots of like bracelets and rings and earrings and stuff. And a lot of people are telling me in my videos and stuff where I've talked about it, they're like, you ought to just find somebody locally to, you know, scrap it to or whatever and not worry about it. But part of me is like, yeah, that would be the quick, easy way to do it. But part of me is like, man, this was my grandmother-in-law's jewelry. Like, I want to be more respectful about it. And I don't know. I shouldn't probably think like that. You know, no attachments to the things you're going to sell. But I don't know. I guess because it was such a recent passing. Like, it's only been,
Yeah.
what, a month. So
I mean, as long
maybe
as
that's
your wife is okay with it, she's
yeah.
probably the one that. It's
And I don't think
your wife's grandma, right?
yeah, and I don't think she'd care because, like I said, they gave it to they didn't want it, so they gave it to me to get rid of and sell anyways. So they probably wouldn't care. But I was just like, man, it seems a little disrespectful to do that, but maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. You know?
I don't think it is, and I think a lot of
It
those,
really
like the person.
just
Yeah.
sorry. It really just
That's
depends on
right.
like the personality of the person. So
Yeah.
if they were like, no, don't sell this, then yeah, you shouldn't. But if they never really said anything about it, they probably would just want you to do what's best for you because they're not there anymore.
Right.
Plus, I think a lot of the people that I've dealt with, I know one guy, I've known him for a while, and I've sold him gold and silver before. And someone I trust, I'll just bring him like a mixed lot of jewelry. Some of it's costume, and he'll categorize it out. He doesn't want the costume stuff, but at least pull out the stuff that has silver gold value. And I think a lot of stuff he buys, he's selling to jewelry dealers. It's not getting melted down. It's like the antique jewelry, people like that. So if you look at it that way, like that stuff's going to carry on. It's not like it's going to go right to a scrap, So
And if it does go
that's
right to a
good point.
scrap, it may be part of the next beautiful piece. So
yeah, that too. Yep.
True.
Of rebirth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebirth.
I remember when I was a kid, man. I think there's a debate on the internet whether entrepreneurs are born or if you can become one. I don't know where I stand. I think you can become one, but dude, I remember when I was 4 years old, just collecting all of my parents' cans, my grandparents' cans, and I even started like knocking doors. Again, I'm in Utah, tight knit. Almost everyone is a member of my church, so I know almost everyone. So I'd knock on doors and be like, "Hey, do you guys drink soda? Yeah. Will you save your cans in a plastic bag for me, and I'll come pick them up every Friday?" And dude, one time I made like $460 as a 9-year-old recycling cans, dude. It was awesome. It was so
I
Heck
did
yeah.
that a little as a kid too, briefly. Yeah.
Yeah. So my dad, he just had a truck and was like, "Hey, Dad, can we go this weekend?" So like, "Yep, sure." Throw them all in the back of the truck, take them to the recycling plant. They're like, "Yep, $1.38 a pound. You got 200 pounds here. Here's $400." Like, sick, dude. It's so sick.
My buddy Travis, he did that, and I would go over to his house. His dad had made him a can crushing thing,
Yeah.
so it had like a little handle, and you just crank it down. It would smash the can onto the next one. And this is my best friend growing up. He's still my best friend today, 40 years later. But we we would just sit outside his house, BSing, crushing cans for hours and hours and hours, and like he'd cut me in on the money he made from it. But it was just my little buddy Travis's little side gig for a 10-year-old or whatever. But
I would
yeah, it
I'd
was pretty
strip
cool.
copper wire too, because copper is worth a good
Yeah,
amount.
copper's good.
So I'd just take a pocket knife and just strip off the plastic coating of copper wire. Go not donate, recycle the copper.
Yep.
Because at one point, for shiny copper, I think it was like $3.15 a pound. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, when
So
I was in New
it was
York
awesome.
in 2006, it was up to like 3.90 a pound. And
Yeah.
my buddy Pedro, he lives out in Visalia, California. Um, Pedro and I were like a two-man team. They called it special teams. Um, but we were decommissioning a lot of old equipment from AT&T tower sites. They were upgrading to what was called UMTS back then, and we were decommissioning all the old stuff, and we got all this scrap wire. And man, Pedro and I made a killing every single week, dude. We were getting like $2,000 a piece extra on
Yeah.
top of our paycheck. It was amazing
Yeah.
every single week.
My brother, he cleans and refurbishes pools, and a lot of times they'll like replace motors that have a ton of copper in it, and he'll just be like, "Hey, do you want your motor back?" I'm like, no, so that because it's like defective or not working as well. So he'll just strip the copper out of it and make an extra, usually like $200 or $400 a month, just scrapping copper. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yep. Heck yeah, man.
I remember regarding copper, nothing to do with me, but I was throwing out I was at my warehouse and I threw out a portable air conditioning unit,
Mhm.
and I threw it in the dumpster. Went in, I was in my warehouse for literally like 30 seconds. I had to grab something, came out. The
Gone already.
it wasn't gone, but this cord was snipped within like
Yeah.
30 seconds. I mean, it was like so fast. I don't know where the person came from, if they were just stalking that dumpster, but yeah, those people work
Dude,
fast.
there's a lot of resellers listening to this podcast that are willing to do whatever it takes to make a living.
Yeah.
Go do that. Like, go to dumpsters all across town and snip cords. And if you really get into it, you can start taking whole units and taking apart and getting the copper motor. And then you can, a lot of the shells are aluminum. That goes for great money too. Like, my dad used to like scrap a ton on weekends. Just go get a ton of metal, break it down, and then just recycle it. He would
Yep.
make really good money.
Like taco
Yeah,
stacks. That's all taco stacks does, right?
Yeah, taco stacks. What's up,
talking about
scrappers?
the camping trip. As we were leaving, I had already got all my stuff packed up, and I pulled down to where my sister's family is. And this campground, you put your trash out by the road, but in front of each campsite, there's a road and there's lined with campsites or whatever, campers,
Mhm.
RVs everywhere. And every morning they'd come pick up the trash. Well, my sister and her husband were packing up, and they had like this clothes drying rack. It was all metal, and I don't know what they said it won't stand up anymore. So they had it on the pile, and then a chair, very expensive chair, camping chair, like $100 camping chair. They were throwing away because it had a big rip in the material, so you couldn't really sit in anymore. And they had it on a pile, and the guy across the street from them, big expensive RV, big nice truck, the whole nine, and he's over there digging the metal out, and he's like, I'm gonna throw this in my scrap pile when I get home. And it's just funny because he's got a $250,000 RV. The guy's actually got money, and it's very clear that he's got money, but he's still scrapping metal on the side. You know what I mean? It blows my mind, all the different walks of life that enjoy that. Like, I don't know, it's like a scavenger hunt for them. Like, oh, look at this pile over here. There's $20 sitting right there on top.
Oh, dude, I plan on being a very wealthy millionaire in my future, going to thrift stores and selling stuff on eBay, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that would be the fun of it, right? Even if you didn't need every little dollar.
I think Tekken Sports is still selling hats, I think he said. Like, he's retired from eBay. He still does bulk and wholesale. But I think, I don't know if he talked about doing it. I don't know if he actually is, but I think he still lists like 20 hats a day or something like that. I don't know.
Where's he sell them at?
On eBay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not sure if he said he was going to do that. I'm not sure if he actually does or not, but
I enjoy selling hats.
Yeah,
I mean, I love
easiest shippers, right? Yeah.
Easy ship, easy sell, easy list.
Yeah. I mean, it'd take a lot of photos of them. Not a lot, but maybe like 6-7 photos for most hats. But it's not a big deal, and the shipping makes up for it.
NBD, no big deal.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that a Transformer shirt you're wearing?
This one?
Yeah,
no,
it's
Shane is, yeah.
Decepticon,
because you're the villain.
Yeah, it was funny. Before the camping trip, we went to Publix. Do you guys have Publix where you're at? Grocery stores?
No. Nope.
Publix is one of the higher end grocery stores.
Bougie.
Yeah. So we're in there, and we're in there because we were looking for a very specific item that like Walmart and Food Lions and other smaller grocery stores don't have. And while we're in there, I found what's it called? Barks root beer. Do you guys have Barks?
Yeah.
That's my favorite, but because I'm diabetic and I don't drink it, well, I finally found zero sugar one, and I was like, I'm going to try that. So we get that. And what? Gosh, I done lost track of thought. What were we talking about before I started talking?
Publix.
Transformers.
Transformers. That's right. I came across the 12-pack, and I was like, oh, man, Barks is zero sugar. I got to try this. And there was a guy stocking the shelves, and he's a younger guy. And he's like, heck yeah, man. I just noticed that he works there, and he's never seen it before. He's like, I just noticed it last week. So, and then he looks at my shirt, and he's like, oh, and you're a man of, how do you say it? He was impressed by my shirt. I can't remember the words, but like, man of, doggone. I can't even remember now. It was just a funny moment. and now I've ruined it.
Dude, you're getting old, man. Getting old.
Oh, dude, I know. Definitely. It's all right. It's bound to happen. We can't stop it.
So are you a pretty big Transformers fan then?
I was when I was a kid. I thrifted this. I was like, oh, cool. Decepticons is $1.50 at the thrift store. And I was like, hey, that's my size. I'm going to take it. I somehow got on full screen. There we go. I was afraid I was going to
double XS, right? Extra small, double extra small.
Yep, double extra small. Actually, still, I'm a XL.
I'm almost there. This is a large, but
I can see in your face and stuff. Like, we haven't seen you in a few weeks. You've definitely put some weight on.
I weigh 194 pounds.
Nice,
I have gained 36 pounds this year.
Wow.
Pretty dope.
Good for you, man. I know you're feeling better.
I'm feeling great. That's and it's insane. Like, what's coolest about all of my businesses is they're so data rich, and I have all of these numbers. And I can just see that as my testosterone levels dropped, so did my revenue on YouTube and Facebook and eBay just drop. And then I start to see my testosterone levels go up, and I see my revenue on eBay and YouTube and everything go up as well. It's just so key. Like,
oh yeah,
Because, dude, I don't care about motivation. I got discipline. But when you feel awful, even your
Yeah.
discipline work, you're just like not doing your best work. And then
Just
when you
dragging.
feel good, it's like, wow, you make way more
Yeah.
money and have a lot more fun in life. So,
Heck yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
but yeah, it's actually like it sucked to just watch my totals drop and drop and drop and drop. But the last 31 days, my my eBay revenue is up 27%, and it's going up like 20% month over month. So it's
That's killer.
compounding.
Yeah.
It's going good.
Mine's down 25.3% right now.
Oh, we're complete opposite for the 31
Yeah.
days.
Try to see how to
Yep.
even find that. Yeah,
It's right on
I'm
your
up. Yeah,
Seller
I see it
Hub.
now. I'm at 7.7 up, so not a huge jump, but
That's great. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Anything in the plus or not in the red
Or
is
not
great.
drastic red, So it's okay to
Yeah.
go down.
It's
It's
okay
okay
to
to
be a
go
little
down
bit
3% 1 month and be up
25% is a
9.
big percentage.
yeah.
Hopefully you're up 10% or more year over year. That's
Yeah.
like like the baseline for a good business. You got to, if you made $100,000 last year, got to make 110,000 this year, and then 121,000, and then 133, and then it
Yeah.
compounds, and then all of a sudden 30 years later you're making 2.5 million. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
For me, that's always a challenge. Like, how do I scale? It's hard to scale in my position, like, because you need time to. I mean, I guess you could do it more efficiently or source differently, but I'm limited
Honestly, I
by
think the
time.
way for you to scale is hire someone to either list your good items
Yeah.
while you live sell other stuff, or vice versa. You list your items and you hire someone to live sell your other stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. That'd be
Yeah,
live selling. Yeah.
because you have so much stuff. Like, even you probably have like what, $65,000 just on that wall behind you. Like,
I don't. I'm not sure. I don't know. I do some calculations, but yeah, like I
Make
definitely have a
sure
lot of.
Mrs. Flips isn't listening.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to know what's on that wall.
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, my eBay store has a lot of value in it. That's not all in here, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, but the inventory in the warehouse, I have no idea what the value is there, right? I don't even know what's in most of the boxes. Like
Dude, that's insane. I got to get over to
so
Philadelphia and just say
yeah,
$200 per box. Let's go.
yeah,
Mystery
yeah,
box.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'd love the opportunity to go through there. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot that I have no education on, so like I'd be more annoying than anything else. All right, Keith, explain this to me. Explain this to
oh,
me. What is this?
well, the
What is
sports
that?
stuff I could explain to you, Shane, but that was the challenge with that buy from the get-go. Like when I bought it, it was like 50% toys, 50% sports. The sports stuff I knew, but the toys were like I had to like research every single piece to price it, and there was like thousands upon thousands of pieces. So there was a
Yeah.
lot of time
Well,
in
dude,
doing that.
you should do weekly or even monthly on First Class Treasures. Just like pull a box. Just be like, hey,
Yeah,
sweet, we're gonna pull this box. It has anywhere between 15 and 40 items. We're just gonna run it for the next hour, and you
yeah,
guys will tell me what it's worth with your bids. Let's go.
and even have the chat choose the box. I'll show a wall and
Yeah,
choose the
no, that's
box.
fun.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
cool, yeah.
I
I
definitely going to
think
do
people would enjoy that.
something after the Paul show. I'm going to start doing those kind of things because I really want to move that stuff. And I realized like there'll be a $500 piece in the box or $1,000 piece amongst like $20 pieces, but I'm paying monthly that my
Exactly.
buy-in is
That's the
increasing.
hard
So
part.
yeah, so I always try to like you know maximize what I was going to sell it for, but that's not helping me at this point. I want to try to move it all, and
Because, dude,
And I'm
even
sure you've more than made your money off that buy. I'm
yeah, the
sure
whole
time
warehouse
and
is
time
in the
again.
profit, really.
I
Yeah,
mean, even
Yeah.
if you have an incredible deal of like 75 cents a square foot per month, dude, that's still thousands every single month.
yeah,
That's a lot of money.
absolutely, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
looking back, I wouldn't have got the warehouse just because of the rent, but it's so hard to work with that kind of bulk of items
Oh, yeah.
out
It
of a
was
storage unit.
necessary for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Are you thinking
I,
about possibly just downgrading to like a 900 square foot facility, or are you just getting out of it completely?
no, that's probably what I would keep. The smaller part of the warehouse is it has like a washer dryer in it, so like doing vintage clothing, that's
Yeah.
awesome to not have to interrupt my wife doing my laundry.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't want to break that process. Break that process up. Uh, but yeah, that's nice. And I live stream from there. I have Wi-Fi in there, so that I want to keep that part. All my skewed inventories there. So the other half is the 2/3 in terms of space is a disaster half. It's just like a giant death pile. So that's what I want to get rid of. Yeah.
Dude, that's insane that you have that much stuff, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Most resellers dream, but then once you have it, you're like, okay, I just got to get rid of this.
Yeah, it's
right.
overwhelming. It's overwhelming. That's why I love to buy on district and whatnot, and I still do a little bit. I'm renting space in a vintage clothing shop in my town that I think I talked about before on here, and that's doing great. I mean, that's I think I did like $1,500 in sales, and it opened up like 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
So that's pretty
sick.
good. Yeah, and I'm sourcing more specifically for that, like a
Does
lot
it
of
just
Philly
cost
stuff.
like $80 a week or something like that, or?
No, my rent's like 600 a month. It's not a cheap rent. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But they bring the customer, sounds like.
Yeah,
So.
they have a giant Instagram following. I actually sold a couple pieces this week to an Eagles player or former
Oh,
Eagles
sick.
player. So I'm hoping to get some Eagle player connections. That would be my
Yeah, that'd be rad.
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's been good. So
Vintage.
and then I had the National coming up. I get to hang out with Carrie and Rod and Tim. They'll be at the National all week.
So did you end up doing that Chicago show?
That's in the end of July.
Oh, okay. Still
Yeah.
hasn't been quite yet.
Yep. The last week in July that's coming up. So I'm prepping for that. Pricing
I'm excited
stuff.
to hear the report on that. That'll be sick.
Yeah.
Hope it does well for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I'm bringing a lot. I'm bringing even some stuff from my PC that I'm gonna try to downsize that a little bit, focus a little bit more. So yeah.
Keith, I know it's not, but that mannequin head behind you looks like Princess Leia from the side.
Well, he's wearing like a 1910 leather football helmet. So
I figured it was
like
something
Pete
like
Maravich from me. What's up, Pete?
there is a pair of Pete Maravich shoes back there somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
Maravich.
Dude, Pete Maravich is awesome, man.
Yeah.
He was a prophet, man. He's like, I don't want to play basketball and die from a heart attack at 40. And that's exactly what he did, man. Played basketball and died from a heart attack at 40.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah, no, that was insane. But yeah, man, I kind of feel like a bad friend. You had to miss the podcast last week. Was that for a vacation or what were you doing?
It was just Shane. Shane was camping?
Me? Yeah, we were camping. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where'd you guys go?
So there's a lake down here. It's a lake, but there's also
like 85,000 lakes where you are.
it's called the Santee Reservoir.
Cool.
Great golfing down there. But we went. My sister and them go down there every year for the 4th, and we went last year and had a blast. So we scheduled, last year before we checked out for the weekend. We went ahead and booked this year, and so it's like my sister and her family, myself and my family, and then some friends and stuff. We all go together. So
I usually only golf like 3 or 4 times a year, but I've been 5 times this month. This last month.
Nice.
So like, I'm starting to get way into it. I'm really
awesome, man. Yeah.
How about the lost and found? Any lost and found finds, Jake?
No, I check, but they're yeah.
I do really well at the lost and found. So the club that I'm a member of, which hopefully I can keep because I'm starting to not make as much money, so I got to find a job. Hopefully I don't have to lose that membership. But that club, man, they hold all the lost and found for 30 days, and if nobody claims it, they just refill the used. So I try to get word like from every time I go, I'm like, hey, when are you gonna fill this up? And that way I can be there that day. And I usually find some really good stuff. Like they're $10 a club, but I'll get 14, 15 clubs all at once and make $600 or $700 because there's $80, $90, $100 clubs in there. And there's going to be some that are like $30, $40 a club, but they're fast enough sell-through rate. I don't mind spending the $10, but that's like a once a month thing. You know what I mean? It's not like I can go in there every day and do that. It's like every 30 days, pretty much. I go in there and clean them out.
Well, dude, just reverse engineer it. Just be like, okay, sweet. I'm able to get 15 clubs per month. I just need to add 7 more venues that will allow me to do this, and then just drive around to your 7 locations every month and grab 100 golf clubs.
Yeah, and I need to go. So there's one club. It's about a 30-minute drive south of me, and they don't charge for their lost and found. They just throw it out there, and whoever wants it can take it.
That's
And
insane, man.
every time I go, I find stuff. I've got like Callaway quarter zip pullovers, and I mean clubs and all kinds of stuff, man. And it's just free. And most people don't know about it because it's like hidden. It's not like in the pro shop where most people's used clubs and stuff are. They have it in this little warehouse where they keep all the golf carts at night. And it's like tucked away in the corner. And most people don't go in there because they don't know they can. I just happened to ask, hey, do you guys have used clubs? Oh, yeah, just walk around, blah, 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 take whatever you want. Okay.
There you go.
So
I'm
I
going
need to
golfing.
make that trip often.
Yeah, I'm gonna go golfing on Monday. I'm gonna try that. Just be like, hey, what do you guys do with the, do you have any throwaways or used clubs? Like, But I'm actually going to Glacier National Park tomorrow.
Oh,
3-year
nice.
anniversary. Gonna be pretty dope.
That's one park I've always wanted to check out.
Dude, it's so sweet, man. It is so
Yeah.
freaking rad.
Beautiful,
We're
beautiful.
super pumped. But yeah, gonna go. There's an app called Outdoorsy. It's like Airbnb for trailers and stuff.
Mhm.
So we're renting a trailer. My Canyon's pretty sweet. It has a V6 turbo in it, so it can pull like 7,900 pounds. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Trailer weighs just a nice 3,500, so it should be a nice smooth pull.
Nice, man. Y'all enjoy that.
So you're okay. You're taking the trailer with you, or it's like a RV kind of thing.
No, it's just a trailer that you pull behind your truck, camping trailer.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a hotel kind of thing, I guess. It's like $150 a night, and I just pick it up and bring it back. It's great.
Oh, nice.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Y'all enjoy
Outdoorsy, sponsor us.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, good stuff.
I had a little unusual sourcing at work where I had a coworker was cleaning out her office, and she had this like little weird looking stuffed animal that she put in the back for like anyone to take. And I'm not going to take anything, but the younger staff was looking at it. It was like this. Turned out it was a jelly cat.
Oh.
I know nothing about them. So I'm like, let me just Google images or eBay search this thing. And it's like a pretty rare thing. It was like a $55 sold comp. There's nothing listed. And the young girl was like, oh, I'm going to take that. I'm like, take it, or I'll list it. We'll split it.
Yeah.
Because she opted for the split. So he's up in my eBay store now.
Dude, Jellycat is sweet. There's obviously $10 and $15 Jellycats, but the majority of them sell over $30.
That's what I was going to say. I've literally found one at a thrift store, and it was one of the like $12 range ones. I was like, man, I couldn't find a good one. Now, don't get me wrong. I've found some really good plush in the past, but like the one time I found Jellycat, I was pretty disappointed with the one I found. It was, I guess, a little green dinosaur that is not hard to find anywhere.
I sold a Jellycat Lion. It's like a $10 plush on eBay and has like a 20% sell-through rate. I sold it on First Class Treasures for $7. I was pumped about that. It's perfect.
Heck yeah.
There you
go. That's what live auctions are all about right there.
Yeah.
Buyer gets a slight discount, and you get to move a slow-moving but cool item really fast.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, reselling has been awesome lately, man. It's been going super well. Pretty pumped.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say envious. I'm more like I don't see how you guys do it kind of mindset. Cause like I know the kind of numbers you have. I know the kind of numbers Keith has, but like even like Grams and Pops posted in their group that I'm not gonna give their numbers away because they may not want the public to know, but really, really good 90-day total. And I'm like, man, they live in the middle of freaking nowhere, South Dakota. They source one day a week on Thursdays of all days, and they find enough to list their goal $3,500 a week. And I'm like, how am I struggling down here and people are doing so well? So I got to figure it out, but I'm happy for everybody that is crushing it out there, man.
That's the right attitude to have, though. Like, don't get super down on yourself, but just like, no, there's a way to figure it out. I just have to figure it out. I just currently don't have the experience or the skill set yet, but I can acquire it through hard work. It's all reselling. It's what business in general is all about.
Yeah.
True
I know
that.
for me, like I could throw my numbers out there. I would always be right around the 30K mark in my 90-day total. And that was for like that for the last year and a half, 2 years. My numbers were slightly down off of that number. And I think because I wasn't really sourcing because I had already, I didn't need to source,
Yeah.
but I'm selling, like the quantity of orders is way up. And it's mostly that pennant buy. Like I'm selling like tons and tons of pennants for $15 to $25. Whereas my 90-day total in the past was bolstered by like a few really big sales a month. Like I would go out
Yeah.
and like buy like sell like a football helmet for $2,000, right? And that makes up a big chunk of your 90-day total when you're having those big sales.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Well,
it's but that
there's this
yeah
kid in my ward. It's what we call our congregations in my church. He's a little bit younger than me, and I see him like on eBay, and I see him on the like seller portion on his phone. I'm like, oh, dude, you're a reseller? He's like, no. And then I look at his 90-day total, and it's like 87,000. And I'm
jeez.
like, dude, you're definitely a reseller. He's like, no, I sold a Corvette for 85,000, and then I've just sold like $2,000
Oh wow.
worth of stuff in the
There you
last
go.
90
Yeah.
days. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's
That's
funny.
insane.
90-day total 85 grand and he
Yeah,
does
dude.
resell.
That's
Yeah, I guess a
insane.
Corvette will do the trick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure will.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm talking about, Keith. You said 30K and you may be down a little bit now, but you're part-time and you're doing
Yeah.
that. So as a full-time reseller, like I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, what the heck is he doing? You know what I mean? So like I've got to figure out what works best for me and I will, but
Yeah.
maybe not be thrown into it the way I was,
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
thing. So I got to figure it out and get back on my feet with it. And that's the goal. That's the plan. I'm not giving up. I
No.
said in my video, what's that mean for Soda City Flips and the channel? And I was like, dude, I'm not going anywhere.
Good.
I love reselling. I'm not walking away from it. So I'm going to keep doing what I got to do until I figure it out and make it work. And just until then, I got to find a job to help
Yeah,
me
dude,
get there. So
get a job, pay off your debts, keep your bills flowing, keep building that
yeah,
eBay over
Yep.
time, and
yep,
And it'll be
maybe
a
you'll
lot
come back
less
to full time
stressful.
reselling. Maybe you'll just have a job that pays 80K a year for the rest of your life, and you'll make 20K a year on eBay. Sounds great.
Yeah.
yeah, yep,
Yeah. No, absolutely. You're armed with more knowledge and you can use your time more wisely once you have your full-time job. And you can probably buy a little bit more aggressively or maybe a little differently too, right? I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
so
That's
I
true.
think it'll be a good thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge to getting it all figured out. And like I said, whatever works best for me, that's what I want to do. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Because I'm a full time reseller, and I make a full time living from reselling alone. But I also make another full time living from content and affiliate links and stuff too. So it's like I'm kind of like Keith, where I have reselling and what's it called, veterinarian. So I make more money. I'm actually starting, like, I'm super grateful for all of you guys. Like, First Class Treasures is going amazing. Like, I'm gonna be able to retire off of that puppy for sure. But just reselling and content alone, I'm like able to just I pay all of my bills with reselling, and then everything from content I just either invest in like stocks or real estate, or I invest it into more items to put on eBay and First Class Treasures and stuff. So yeah, man,
Yeah,
I think going back and getting a full time job again, nothing wrong with that. I basically
Yeah.
yeah,
have one with content, you know.
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, I mean it's a necessary thing for me right now. So I have no regrets. Like I said, I enjoyed the last 7 months, but I know what I got to do, so I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not upset about it at all. Obviously, I wish I could have made it work, and not have to go back to 9 to 5. That was the ultimate goal to begin with, but it didn't, and so I'm going to do what I got to do.
I tried to break up with Brinley and she wouldn't let me. Now we're married. So sometimes your plan is stupid and it works
Right?
out. It just works out better for you going a different route.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm sure glad she didn't let this little non-committal boy leave. It's awesome. But on a more sassy note in transition, what do you think is more likely, that Dibdit adds more owners, or that the reseller locker room adds more co-hosts to their podcast?
Man,
Both
I
of
don't
them are
know.
added about 3 per year, so who
Yeah.
knows?
You don't mean add it like more to the screen. You mean like a changeover at the locker
Yeah,
room?
just like
Okay.
Archie leaves, and then they get Shane,
Yeah.
and Shane leaves, and they get Chris, and Chris leaves. Yeah, just goes on and on.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah.
I think the three of them going now, I think they're pretty solid.
Yeah, I think so too.
Um, I don't see Ben nor Alex walking away anytime. Um, and CJ Ben's fines, man. Jefferson, I've met him a few times now. He's a lot of fun to be
Dude,
around.
I want to meet Jefferson. He
He's
seems like a crazy individual.
yeah,
Man.
he's fun to hang out
It's
with, let me
wild.
tell you.
Yeah.
He's a wild dude. He says some of the weirdest things, man, to just make you look at him, you know, like what? But he was the perfect fit. Like better than me, better than Archie, better than Chris. He was the perfect fit for that group, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
It's a good
Um,
dynamic. It's good. Yeah, good dynamic over there now. I mean, it was always
right
good dynamic,
now,
but
I don't see where Dibdick guys have any more room to bring anybody else on, but there's a lot of open marketplace space out there, so for them to create the next new thing, you
Well,
know.
I mean,
So
you know what they
yeah.
say? Why make 5% when you can make 0.175%?
yeah, no, I mean, the potential for marketplaces, it's just who has the next big idea, right? Who has the next idea that's gonna do
Dude,
well?
Keith has got to do his vintage memorabilia. I think that would be a great marketplace, man.
Yeah, and me and Jake had talked about that. It's something I had thought about, but and adding another layer to my plate is like a
Exactly. Yeah.
challenge. But I'll talk to some other memorabilia guys, especially at the national or guys I know, because I know several guys that have similar inventory as I do. That I know one buddy, a buddy of mine. It's like I went to his house. He has like no furniture. He has a bed, and that's the only furniture in his whole. He's a single guy, but a bed, and you go in his kitchen, and I'm opening his cupboards. He's got like cards in the kitchen cupboards. He's got his whole house is inventory. I mean, he's a self-described hoarder, I'm sure, but he does any of it's for sale. But so that those kind of guys are made for like live streaming, just to blow through some
Well, I mean, you,
inventory.
you could you could partner with a couple of those guys and maybe an influencer like me or Kevin or something, and like just get your foot in the door.
Yeah,
And then if that takes off, would you ever consider like quitting your veterinarian job if you added that income?
yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, maybe when my son's done college, I want to at least get through that part of it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, I definitely don't want to work
Is that something that you're
super.
open to, or is that like the goal that you'd like to eventually stop?
The goal, I would say the
That's
goal.
the goal. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
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 And your son,
And
he's high school, right?
he'll be a senior, so I still have several years
Yes, you got
left. Yeah,
a few years, five or
yeah,
6 years,
Well,
man.
dude, I'll tell you, if you can build a platform and get average 2 or 3 live sales per day, and really start getting some static sales, like dude, the money being a platform owner is awesome. It's really hard to build, especially without that audience.
yeah.
Yeah,
But if you can, if like, just imagine, I have barely under 2,000 followers. I mean, members on First Class Treasures. Who knows? 15 years from now, it could have 25 million. It won't, but like,
Yeah, you
it
never
could,
know where it's going to
it could
go.
have 200,000 members in a
Yeah,
decade. And
this is
if you have like 160 live shows a day, and like, dude, you're a millionaire, a filthy rich millionaire.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's the goal. That's what I'm heading for. I have a plan to organically get to about. I'm debating whether it's going to be 5,000 members or 10,000 members, and then once I get there, I'm going to spend $1,000 a day, maybe not a day, but start to really ramp up Facebook and YouTube and Google Ads and getting buyers over. Be sweet.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it'll be pretty rad.
absolutely. Yeah, no, that's definitely a goal of mine, and because you get burnout in veterinary medicine, it's a grind, and that's like they say it's like the highest. I mean, maybe there are other professions that are more, but they say it's like very high suicide rate as far as professions.
Really?
Because
Wow.
yeah, because it is a grind, and and at times I did feel totally burnt out with it, but that's gotten better. But
Yeah. Well, I
I
uh,
mean,
could see that. That
the
makes
average
sense to me.
veterinarian, I assume, loves
Loves
animals,
animals,
and so
right?
it's like, man, you do 15 surgeries a year, and 6 of them die on your watch. Like, that's tough. Like,
yeah, I mean, I
yeah.
wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've had an animal die in surgery for a long time. I'll say that, but still,
That's
it is it's a grind. But it's just it's a little stressful at times.
yeah,
So yeah,
stuff,
yeah. Uh,
dude. Veterinarians, dude. My in-laws, thank you, man. They are animal people, bro.
oh yeah,
They love animals, man. It's wild. My wife loves animals too.
I'd have
We
more if the
do,
wife would
we
let
do
me.
too.
Yeah, she won't let me have any more.
Dude,
And I,
coming
We
in
have a lot.
2026, man, we're buying a ranch house, and she's gonna
there you go.
freaking. We're probably gonna get chickens right off the bat, and that's gonna lead to goats, and that's gonna. she's
That's how it starts. It starts with the chickens, man,
Yeah,
and
dude. It starts
grows
with
from
12
there.
chickens. Now it's 40. Now we have 2 goats. Why do people have goats? Like, I know you can get goat milk or whatever, but that's not super popular. Like, are goats
No,
there to just mow your lawn for you? Like, is that
a lot of people breed them for meat. Goat meat is the number one most consumed meat on the planet.
I
oh,
didn't know
Um,
that.
yeah,
and
obviously
like
those
India and
numbers
China and stuff?
spike overseas, not
Yeah,
necessarily
for
over
sure.
here, but I've had it. It's actually really good. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, before you know it, you'll have 200 head of cattle, and
Is
you'll
it
be.
most similar to like pork, or is it like
I think so. Yeah,
yeah?
if I had to say, yeah, I think so. It was good though. I've only had it one time when I was living. Where was I at? May have been when I was in Colorado. I can't remember, but I found a guy who actually had a goat farm and he butchered them and sold them just like a meat market kind of little small mom and pop place. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. So I got like a half a goat and barbecued it and did all kinds of stuff. It was actually pretty good.
Dude, I just know the second we get more than half an acre, bunnies, chickens, everything, dude.
Yeah.
She loves
We're
animals.
here at my house. We got one dog and then we got a bunch of reptiles,
A bunch of
snakes,
Yeah.
turtles,
turtles, and
snakes.
tortoises. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I almost bought
But
a
yeah,
house, but instead of this house in the past in New Jersey that had had like a horse riding stable, like a horse boarding
oh, that's
facility.
sick.
It was just an awesome property. The house was terrible. It was like a 19th century house that needed like it probably needed to be demolished, but the property was so cool. But it wasn't quite move in ready for the
Not
for
quite
for the
moving
wife.
ready.
Yeah,
Built in 1848.
yeah,
Not quite
yeah.
moving ready. That's awesome.
Could have
Yeah,
lived in the horse
if
stable.
you had the time and money though, you like you said, you'd buy the property, build something new out there, and
Yeah.
I'd probably even leave the original house just because it probably has some cool historic,
Oh yeah, yeah.
stories and things behind it that I'd want to leave it for. But I'd love to have property like that. Like I'm on an acre, but I rent, I don't own. But eventually, when I do buy, I want a little bit of acreage, maybe on a river. That would be cool.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
love
That'd be
being
sweet.
outdoors, so I want to be somewhere where I can be outdoors all the time if I
We're
want to.
we're torn. We want to be in easy driving distance of like a Walmart, but we
Yeah,
also we also want like 10 acres. So
yeah,
I don't really think you can have both. I mean, you can, but it's gonna be a 31-minute drive to Walmart, not 6 minutes.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Like where I'm at, I'm in the country, and people out here have acreage. Um, the closest Walmart is only like 15 minutes away, so it's not terrible.
I'm thinking so where we would be able to get 10 acres would be like Morgan. Definitely not Midway. It's way too expensive. Look out. But I think that would be like I think the closest Walmart. Actually, I think there's a Walmart in Morgan, so it'd probably just be like an 18-minute drive or 15. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Morgan's sweet. Post Malone has a couple houses out in Morgan. He loves Utah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he shoots a lot of his music videos out here.
Oh, that's
Good old,
cool.
good old Posty.
I like Posty.
Yeah, he's going country, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he his last few songs have all been country ones. Making the
I'm much
transition.
more of a Target guy than Walmart. I cannot stand going. I mean,
I
I go
like
to
Target.
Walmart
Yeah, we
occasionally.
like Target more. My wife
Yeah.
Just
loves Target.
easier to navigate. I mean, like Walmart aisles are so tight. I feel like, I mean, it's just hard to get around that store. But Target's like
My wife
yeah.
absolutely hates Walmart, but
Yeah.
Target is like 25 minutes away
Oh, really?
and a lot more traffic in that area of town. So we very rarely go. Well, we do go because like all the pet stores are down there, so we have to go into town like at least once every other week. So she'll go to Target on those days when we do go instead of going to Walmart for whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, you guys got anything to plug?
We do have hops and hits next week, right? That'll be this week when this comes out on Monday. Or no,
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry, it's not.
25th, so it's a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, a couple weeks. Sorry, Friday the 25th. We're doing our hops and hits simulcast. Me, Shane, our buddy Sean, the Really Perspective Show, and my co-host on my other
I haven't
podcast,
seen
Ties
Sean
Topics Podcast.
on First Class Treasures in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on District much either. In general. Yeah.
No, in general, yeah, he's been doing a lot of stuff with his boys on his channel.
There you go.
And then he's been, I don't know if it's a help thing or what, but I did a live show where I was out looking for snakes one night. Instead of doing my Monday night Soda City Social, I actually went hiking and looking for snakes live on YouTube. And that inspired him. And now he's been going hiking every day and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's doing his own thing behind the scenes. I haven't seen him shopping too much lately, though.
Yeah. Nice. He was in some of my breaks, but just hanging out. Yeah.
My name is Ben. You can catch me on my YouTube channel, Rocky Top Picker. Appreciate your guys' support over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to plug. Standard. I've dropped one video a week now, just because I'm trying to look for a job. So I've been doing a lot of applications, things like that. That's required more time away from YouTube. So every Friday, 9 a.m. On both channels, this channel and the card channel. The card channel is back up and running. But yeah, that's it for me. I don't think I got anything else other than hops and hits. And then obviously, when all three of us are doing live sales over on First Class Treasures or Dibbed It or wherever they shows might be, go follow us over there.
I put out a video on my main channel, Vintage Sport Flips, every Saturday, 1 o'clock. I have a Wednesday night live over there every Wednesday night. Although we won't be on. Yeah, we won't be on next week because I'll be away, but then we'll be back the following week. We have a great guest. I don't know if you guys ever watched Ryan Resell on YouTube.
Guys, we gotta be so bad.
You're good.
We'll just. That's why he's trying to. You ever watch him?
I haven't watched, but I do know who it is. I've seen the channel, but I've never actually watched. I'll be honest.
He's a funny dude. He's a stand-up comedian, but man, so much drama in his videos, like negotiations. It's so he'll be on 2 weeks or
I'll have to check.
Yeah.
And just so you know, I didn't watch last night because I was supposed to be doing a live show, and it kept having to get moved because, like I said, Lindsay ended up having to work, and she's in my space, and well, I was in her space. Honestly, it's her office area. But yeah, so like I was trying to get this show going, and I just completely forgot about your show last night.
That's all right. No big deal.
I made it.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was a fast beat.
That was gonna be the thumbnail.
I did not wash my hands.
Jake abruptly left the podcast. Right.
Yeah, there it is.
But yes, that's it. I'll be back on Wednesday night lives. I've been doing my breaks on Dibby Cards every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. I'm trying to. I'll miss a couple when I'm away. When I'm at the National, I won't do one. But I'm doing football, baseball, and doing some pieces of the past breaks in that stream. So that's been pretty
carving
cool.
out that Sunday night slot, huh?
Yeah. It's a good like wind down kind of night, right, for people.
Yeah.
Figured it's everyone's sort of just chilling on Sunday night, getting ready for work. So, but yeah, that's all I got coming up, and I guess we'll see you guys next time. Anyone else? Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all.